MrBeast will spend $3.5 million on a single video, and then argue with his team about paying $2 more for a sandwich at lunch. That's not a joke, that actually happens. And it's not because he's cheap. It's because he discovered a rule. A single, brutal mental framework that separates people who stay broke from people who build empires. And almost nobody talks about it. Most creators think about money completely backwards. They agonize for 3 weeks over a $47 online course. They compare 4 different tripods to save $11. They clip coupons, they sleep on it, and then they wonder why they're in the same place. Meanwhile, MrBeast is writing a check for $250,000 for a single scene in a video, and that video generates $10 million in revenue. Same 24 hours, same planet, completely different operating system. I've spent over 200 hours studying how Jimmy Donaldson makes decisions. Stay until the end, because the part about what he calls the destruction zone is the thing that will permanently rewire how you see money. In this video, you'll discover 3 things: the dollar disregard principle, the $1 million magnet, and the destruction zone. Let's get into it. Here's the first part of the rule. MrBeast does not spend mental energy on small purchases, period. If it costs less than a few $100, he buys it instantly. No deliberation, no comparison shopping, because your most expensive resource isn't money, it's cognitive load. Decision fatigue is the #1 killer. Think about it. You spend 30 minutes to save $7. You just paid $50 in opportunity cost to save $7. You lost money being careful. Jimmy understood this at 19. He still refused to waste brainpower on small dollar decisions because attention is the currency that actually compounds. Every minute you spend optimizing a small purchase is a minute you're not spending on the idea that could change your trajectory. Which leads to the second thing. Insight number 2. When it comes to big money, MrBeast doesn't just spend freely, he spends aggressively, almost violently. Massive spending creates its own gravity. He spends $3.5 million. That production creates content so extreme it's impossible not to click. 200 million people watch, sponsors line up, the revenue follows. He's not buying content, he's buying an audience. And the audience is the asset that compounds forever. Every view is a person who will watch the next one. Look at this graph. See this moment? That's when he started spending significantly more than every other YouTuber. The growth matches the spending perfectly. But the most dangerous spending isn't at the bottom or the top, it's in the middle. I call it the destruction zone. Most people's entire lives exist here. The destruction zone is where you spend enough to feel like you're growing, but not enough to create escape velocity. The $3,000 camera that changes nothing. These purchases feel strategic, but they fail both tests. They aren't small enough to ignore, and they aren't big enough to transform your trajectory. They hemorrhage money. The middle is where ambition goes to die quietly. MrBeast leapfrogged the destruction zone by stockpiling money to make one video so insane it broke through. So put it together, stop optimizing for pennies, big bets aren't reckless if the vehicle is right, and be suspicious of anything in the middle, skip it entirely. If this framework clicked, hit subscribe. We reverse engineer the hidden systems of the most successful people. And check out our breakdown of his actual content strategy.